myself out of the house once
And it's
in
raining.
my pajamas,
Yeah.
and it was raining.
Yeah.
But Eli hit our window, we had window panels. Like earlier, this was a lot earlier. He hit it with a tiny rock that he found because he wanted to see what would happen.
Wow, what happened?
It shattered and it is taped there. So before we moved, so I peeled back the thing and just stuck my hand in and unlocked it from outside, which is kind of disconcerting because if you think about it, that means anyone could get in pretty easily. But yeah.
I threw a water balloon at one of my windows to our kitchen once, and the window broke.
Didn't it shatter?
Yeah, well, it's a double paned window, so the outer pane broke, but the inner pane didn't. So. But yeah, I was really surprised.
that would be.
Yeah, that is. Our old neighbor Liam used to break windows all the time. He broke everything glass by our house. Oh, he broke the pane beside their door, broke through our door. Broke through our screen door and our front door.
How old was?
Well, now he's in college. But he, for 10 years, we lived next to them, and he broke everything I had.
Baseball and stuff?
The lights. No, he didn't play any sports.
What? How did he break it then?
He's just really talented at breaking things.
Wow, that's impressive. Especially, if you aren't throwing baseballs or any balls around or
Yeah. All right, I better go get her in.
Yeah.
All right, just shut the door.
That can be a cold open. See that? Cold open.
Cold open.
All right. Now we're just talking.
Okay, so
There's supposed to be 3 students, and then I thought Miss Lintner would be there too, but okay, it's just us.
So it's just us.
Yeah.
We can have a nice.
None of our friends wanted to. They want to, but they're all like, I can't. But it's.
Yeah. Next time
Next time we'll have a guest or 2. That's what I plan on doing. This one's just first episode, so we're doing that.
Yeah, we're working out the kinks.
Yeah.
So.
Today's Valentine's Day.
Today is Valentine's Day.
And there's balloons everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure the janitors are going to have a fun time after that.
They will. They always do.
I imagine.
This feels not real. It's weird.
It does, yeah. It's really weird. It's kind of weird getting the.
I think just 2 people. If we have more than 2 people, it would be better. But
yeah, and I feel and if we had at least with some podcasts, they have a set thing that they're gonna get down and talk to.
Yeah, which we did not plan at all.
No,
so.
But there's I feel most podcasts that I've listened to, generally they start with a completely off topic,
which is
anecdote. That's kind of par for the course.
Yeah.
And then they move on to actual part of the topic. So, I mean, we can talk about that as valid.
So we've done what we're supposed to do so far.
Yeah, we've officially gone off topic.
All right.
Okay, now we can move on. It is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Balloons are in the air, flying high. I got 1. Did you get any?
I did not get any.
Okay, so together we got 1 balloon.
Yeah. Is that your 1 right there?
It is. It is out of the view of the screen, but
Oh, well.
Rest assured, there is a balloon.
Let's see. I'm looking at the news app right now.
Oh, news. Is there
any current events?
I'll pull up the...
And sadly, the top story is CNN shooting reported at Florida high school. 20 people reported injured.
That is
pretty... So maybe don't talk about that?
Probably not. Maybe find something. I'll pull up... Oh. Do you have your iPad or something?
In my backpack behind me.
Okay, the Centurion Voice just posted.
Oh, did it? That's actually...
That's good. And I'll pull up, if I can find it, I'll pull up the daily announcements, too.
Daily announcements. This could be a regular thing. We do that. Well, not the Centurion Voice, because that's not every week, but...
Yeah.
All right. Oh, now check off the list. Most podcasters, when they have video, they've got a little laptop or an iPad.
They do, don't they?
So, also, technology, don't kill me. I don't have the front cover of my iPad, so...
That's true. But, let's see.
Going to the Centurion Voice.
No. Brenda Elliott.
Okay, so there's one about the greatest showman.
Oh.
What your socks say about you. We should probably do that one first.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3 worst class of 2018 t-shirts. And there's like, what even is this? What is that?
Is that mustard?
It's in a different language, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I guess it looks like mustard. Cool Beans. Marshall County Tragedy. Goodbye California ?
Hmm?
Pyeongchang 2018 Winter Olympics.
The Olympics are going on. That's a
Science behind middle school and why it's terrible.
Mm.
And I think Alabama Sins Again was last.
Okay.
Yeah, January 25th was when that was posted.
So we have the February. I guess we can start with.
Let's start with what your socks
Actually,
say about
if
you.
are we going to do this weekly and with guests, rotating guests?
Well,
how
I
many?
mean, the Centurion Voice isn't weekly.
Yes, I know,
though,
but
so.
how many articles are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If
8.
you.
There's 8 articles.
If you can evenly portion out the articles, you could do like a little segment like, this is what the Centurion Voice says this month.
Yeah, I guess.
So you want to do 2, and then we can...
Sure.
We can do 2.
Should we... Well, let's do the what your socks say about you like every time, just so when we have guests, we can see what their socks say about them.
So let's start with my socks.
All right. Okay, solid color ankle sock. What do you have? What socks do you have?
I have long, up kind of mid.
Oh, so white like crew socks?
Yeah, white crew socks.
This says white Nike crew socks.
These aren't Nike, but they could probably be.
I think that's the closest to what they have on here. Yeah, white Nike crew socks says, your mom definitely still does your shopping and probably buys these for you in bulk. You most likely sport these socks with Sperry's or matching Nike brand shoes. Either way, this gives off the vibe of an extremely boring person who doesn't showcase much of a personality.
Well,
I happen to be wearing white crew socks as well.
Okay,
so
well, my mom definitely does do my shopping.
You've got two really interesting podcast hosts.
Yes, really interesting.
According to
and I definitely do have matching Nike shoes.
Actually, I got new shoes like 2 days ago, and I have them too.
Okay.
So there's that.
I feel like I have more personality than this article claims, but yeah, I guess.
So for you people who have solid color ankle socks, you're an average human being who recognizes the logic of socks that pretty much go with any shoe. A dull color like black, white, or gray shows your style, intelligence, and simplicity. Bright, bold colored socks show a hint of a fun side without being too overpowering.
Generally.
And 2 is spelled T-O.
Mm.
Nice job, editor. Sorry, that's...
Wait, maybe we should put that in.
Okay, what, did you have something to say? About the
I generally
short
do
socks?
wear ankle socks, but my mother does do my shopping as evidenced by the last one, so I don't get much of a decision.
Yeah, well, ever since marching band, like, our uniforms, we had to have the crew socks, like white crew socks. I just wear those now. So I just have a bunch of those.
I have a lot of those too, because my dad got mad when I started taking all of his, so.
Well, do you have any no-show socks?
I do, in fact. I don't like them.
Well, for those people who wear no-show socks, you like a little mystery, and everyone is probably looking at you wondering what the method to your madness is. There's a high possibility your socks make people uncomfortable and confused, especially if you're a man. See image. Which is a foot
Sydney Adams, report to the middle school office for a message. Sydney Adams.
Sydney Adams, you better have gone there.
Yeah.
Good job if you did. The images of a person's foot wearing a no-show sock. The one positive look on these socks is that you're maintaining some sense of foot hygiene, so good work.
Oh, well, I do not wear those socks. I do, in fact, keep foot hygiene, but they are my least favorite type of socks. They're also not dress code approved, so...
Really?
I don't believe so. I think you have to sew some sock in there.
Yeah.
So
this has a lot of different sock options. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 different sock options for you out there.
I didn't know that there were 10 different types of socks.
Well, one of them is no socks at all, so.
Well, that is
Which means
definitely not dress
your
code.
feet probably smell super bad, and your shoes have dark marks of the shape of your feet on the inside. You most likely make everyone around you question your motives and keep a respectable distance due to smell. So
Well,
if you walk around barefoot, don't.
or are they saying barefoot? Or are they saying blank foot?
Well, yeah,
Or-
not barefoot. I guess it's just no socks, but with shoes.
Who would do that? Like the only time
There's
I've
a
ever
lot
done,
of people that actually do that.
the only time I've actually ever done that is like when I needed to run outside real quick to do something.
I think there's like a lot of people that do that though.
That's an odd enigma. It seems very uncomfortable. It seems like your foot would start to
I
chafe.
never like it when I wear shoes without socks.
Yeah, it feels wrong on many levels.
The rest of these socks, I guess we'll save for
Yeah,
our guest.
we can interrogate them. Now, there's another article that seemed interesting. I forget what it was.
Was it the top 3 with the mustard picture?
No, up. It was one of the, I
Up?
think it was the first.
The Greatest Showman is the only other one that's on.
Oh no. Let's do Olympics.
Oh, the Olympics one.
Yeah, Olympics. It seems
Pyeongchang
topical.
2018. Your Guide to Winter Olympic Sports
Okay.
by Adelaide E.
Mm.
This is just a really long article. I don't know if I should. It would be better if we both had it open
It
so
would
we
be.
could read it.
I don't have my iPad. So next time we should probably read
Yeah,
over the article and then
let's-
give a brief synopsis.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
But not now.
Yes, not now. Next time we'll be more
All right,
prepared.
we'll do the top 3 worst class of 2018 T-shirts.
Okay, that
with
one
the mustard
seems
picture.
nice.
That's the mustard.
We can, as this is a visual medium, we will definitely be great at describing what these shirts look like.
Yeah, I mean, I can actually put I can put.
You
the
can
pictures
put
of the
images,
shirts
but
on the.
it's
YouTube
so much
video.
more fun. We should at least.
Hey, we never did an intro. I just realized.
Oh,
We've been so.
we can. Can we do the intro now and then just?
This is so that first cold opening was the freezing opening. This is just the slightly warmer cold opening.
Yeah. So
It's been 13 minutes of recording, and now we're doing the intro.
okay. So
So, welcome viewers.
okay. Welcome, view.
Okay.
What are we calling the CALcast?
I think we're calling it the
Okay.
CALcast. Name subject to change, but it's probably going to be CALcast.
Okay,
Also, there's a camera you can look at.
that is true. That's weird.
If you're listening on SoundCloud, you won't be able to see us, but on YouTube, you get a special treat.
Okay, so I'm Isaac.
Yeah, I'm Matthew. We are both sophomores, and we're friends, so we're probably biased. That's why we want guests. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to do a sign-up thing where you can sign up to be a guest. And, I mean, that doesn't mean you'll immediately be a guest, because if there's a waiting list and all that, but it will let us know that you want to be a guest, and we will consider it.
Yeah.
Also,
It'll-
there's hopefully other regular hosts, but none of them wanted to do it today for some reason. Even though C groups are canceled for us, so
yeah.
a couple people don't have an excuse anymore, but they're like already gone, I think.
Yeah. So we'll have a rotating host.
Yeah.
Hosts.
I
just
think I will probably be here every time just to do the sound equipment, but yeah, other than that, rotating hosts.
yeah. I will not.
And Miss Littner, who was in the 0 Kelvin opening, she will hopefully. She didn't want to be a host this time, but also her daughter got locked out, so
Yeah, that would
she
be
couldn't be a
problem.
host. But she will be one as well. And among the guests, we will have teachers and not just students. So,
Mhm. To get a variety of opinion.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So
Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Even though this is the first episode, it's not regular yet.
but it is.
It's-
It will back to your
Hopefully.
soon to be regularly scheduled program.
So we record every Wednesdays, so don't interrupt us on Wednesdays. Don't try to find us. And then
Maybe we'll have to
I'm thinking I'm gonna edit these at home and probably put them up on Fridays, just so like weekend people
Yeah.
can listen if they want to. Listen, even if you don't want to. you might like it.
Mm-hmm. And maybe we should start shuffling our classrooms, just quickly moving
Yeah,
around.
well,
so
practice buddies with band and stuff, like people are doing that, so they're using the practice rooms. I wanted to use a practice room because...
And maybe we will be able to later, once solo and ensemble is done.
Ooh, solo and ensemble.
Are you doing that?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm doing it too.
I'm
I
doing-
have about 10 measures of my 40, 50 measure piece done.
Well, we're doing the third movement of A Man with a Gun Lives Here, so...
Oh, Man with the Gun
Really
Lives
good.
Here.
It's hard.
Yeah. It's also...
It's weird, but it's hard, too.
Maybe you should describe... just give the viewers a brief description.
Basically, the big concert bass drum, the biggest drum we have, we set it on its side, and we have a bunch of random other stuff that we hit. And we're supposed to be hobos. So, like, the piece is based off of, like, there's different phrases and symbols and stuff that homeless people supposedly use to communicate indirectly. And one of those is A Man with a Gun Lives Here. So, or maybe it was, I think it might be, like, specifically Prohibition hobos.
Prohibition era.
Because I don't think people do that anymore. But it's like A Man with a Gun Lives Here. They leave a symbol at a house or an apartment building or whatever. I don't know. Probably a house, but it means that a man with a gun lives there. So be careful when you're there. Be prepared to defend yourself is one of them. And I don't remember the other movement. There's 3 movements.
That is when we go to Wikipedia. So,
Do you think they have a wiki page on that?
Oh, definitely. And so what I've heard it is, I haven't ever seen it, but I've heard that it's kind of different from most band pieces.
It's really different.
So can you explain?
One thing is we have dowel rods shoved into bouncy balls, and we rub them across the bass drum head, and it makes kind of like a moaning sound.
Like a whale.
Yeah, like a whale. And another thing is I have a like a small cymbal that I put on the head and blow into it, and it makes like an elephant noise. So that's fun to do. But it makes me out of breath.
Reason you do percussion and not other instruments.
Yes, exactly. The only other wind percussion instrument is the slide whistle.
Yes.
Which I know you like the slide whistle.
Oh, slide whistle's great. We should start getting a regular auxiliary, just a guy to sit over there. So when we say something wacky, he can go.
With a slide whistle. That would actually be amazing.
It would. We should have a musical guest every once in a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanna have Mr. Wooten on here.
At some point. So yeah, we can.
Hey,
he can give us a
hey,
nice
Wooten.
solo.
Well, that's not what I was thinking, but
Yes.
maybe. Wooten, if you were listening, which if you support your students, you should be listening.
Definitely.
Please listen.
Be
Yeah,
nice.
come on the podcast. It'd be fun.
It would be.
But I know you're busy, so.
Yeah. Anything else? There's A Man with a Gun Lives Here does not apparently have a Wikipedia page. So
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
There's always the chance. But
Yeah. Back to top 3 worst class of 2018 t-shirts. Very different from music stuff. Kyle R. says, deep in the back of my closet lies a space reserved for my most regrettable purchases. Amidst the baseball cards and the Bakugan. Oh my god, Bakugan.
Oh.
Do you remember Bakugan?
I do. That was a long time ago. I remember playing.
I didn't actually play that game. I just had the little figures that would pop open.
Similar to Pokemon cards, in that
Yeah.
everyone collected them, and then now they just kind of take up space
Yeah.
under your bed or in your closet.
Honestly, I think they're better than Pokemon cards if you're not gonna actually play the
Yeah.
game, because they're little figures.
I don't think anyone past like about 2-3 years ahead of us and 3 years behind us in age remember them, because I've tried to sell them like at a consignment sale or a yard sale like many a time, and there have been no purchases made. I think they're up in my attic right now.
Because you should have like a display where like they can see that if you put it on metal, then it opens up.
That is true. I guess I underestimated the drawing
They
power of
They don't know what
Bakugan.
it is. Yeah. Okay, so amidst the Bakugan, the 5th grade yo-yo. Apparently, like, yo-yos are a thing for 5th graders. If we have any-
Yo-yos were a thing. I remember my...
Like, it generally, my brother was into yo-yos in, like, 5th grade. And I guess it's still a thing for 5th graders. Like,
Yeah.
if there's any 5th graders watching, I don't... Do you like yo-yos? Is that a
Yeah.
thing anymore? Or is it, like,
Yo-yos?
digital yo-yos now? On the
No, I
iPads?
think it's fidget spinners now.
Oh, God. That's, like... Do people still use those, like, use those?
I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of them around.
Like, it was a meme, but now it's just a thing.
It's just, yeah, no
Like,
one really wants to waste money.
I have one just because I found one on the floor, but...
I'm sure that there are warehouses upon warehouses
Probably.
of fidget spinners sitting somewhere.
selling on
because,
Amazon for $2.
Yeah, because somebody overestimated how long that the fad would last.
Yeah. All those Chinese companies just mass producing them.
Yes. And I would say fidget cubes are just overall just superior.
I don't really like fidget cubes that much.
I would say there's
Like, I thought they would be good, but then, like, I actually picked one up and used it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like if the buttons were more tactile, then
Yeah.
it would be better. But
neither of them I would ever buy on my
Yeah.
own. But if I was given the choice, if I was given the choice to just find one, the fidget cube would definitely be the way to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't buy. I mean, okay, I'm actually guilty of buying a fidget spinner. I did that. But that was before they were, like, a big thing. I just, like, Jack Wood, I think. Shout out to Jack Wood. You're probably listening because you're tech savvy. But, Jack Wood had a fidget spinner, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. And I got one off of Amazon. And then they blew up, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fidget spinner.
Fidget spinners.
5th grade yo-yos and that leather jacket with like 12 zippers.
I cannot relate to that one.
I know. Among all that stuff exists a collection of so vividly disturbing, so visually debilitating that... Wait, a collection... Oh, I thought it said a collection of so... Like, what? So vividly disturbing, so visually debilitating that it should be illegal to present these pictures on a public server, but here we are. I present to you the 3 worst Cal t-shirts ranked for the class of 2018. Number 1, what diversity? I think this picture's upside down. They posted it on here upside down.
I believe so. I would hope because they're... Well, can you read the letter? Let's see.
What? I mean, it said, like, look, the collar's right there.
Oh yeah, I guess it was just upside down. Unity and diversity. I mean, it's not.
Unity
it's
and diversity.
It's just a little design, a circle on a little design. It's probably not the best shirt I've ever seen.
Yeah, but okay. Well, the title is what diversity. He says, I feel like every class's freshman year t-shirt should be objectively the worst, but maybe that's just my experience with this tragedy. If I approached a group of 100+ kids running around in these creepy black shirts, my thoughts would go something like this. 1, cultists, 2, protesters, or 3, Scientologists. Questioning what they are.
That is a little true.
That
Especially,
design in the middle does seem vaguely cult.
Yeah,
cultish.
without the letters, you'd be
Yeah.
You'd be a little worried, especially if there are about 100 of them running around, all in matching T-shirts.
Here he comments on the design, the little design in the center. Also, if we ignore the words, in parentheses, we'll get to them. What is the deal with that Buddhist-looking clip art that has no meaning?
That's
actually
very true. It doesn't have much
It's
of
like,
a meaning.
There's like 2 sword points on the 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock ends, and then there's like snake tails on the other 2.
Yeah, it looks cool. It has absolutely no meaning
In the context.
pertaining to.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody took a piece of paper and doodled something, and they're like, and the people in charge of the shirt were like, "That's it,
Yep.
we got it."
We got it. Okay, so The only good thing about the picture is it distracts you momentarily from what the shirt actually says. Now, before my article gets censored, I'm not going to address how diverse or not diverse Cal is. We're not going to address that either.
Because we don't want to be censored either.
All right. My problem with the phrase is, what does it mean? As a class, we never explained this, and I'm still confused. Please, someone let me know. Seriously, like, call me or something. I don't know.
I would assume that it would be mentioned in the retreat, but I guess probably not. But yeah, I guess it does mean absolutely nothing.
I'm not class of 2018, so I have no clue.
Yeah. So next one.
Sophomore V-necks. This one, these pictures are like sideways, upside down.
Yeah, if I do remember, were our freshman shirts any good? I remember
They were
complaining about them.
I didn't like the colors very much.
What color were they?
It was like baby blue for the actual shirt, and then the letters were like pale
Oh,
yellow.
they weren't very comfortable.
They were
either.
like somewhere between this yellow and this yellow for the letters, I think.
And if you're listening on SoundCloud, that meant nothing to you.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
just imagine a yellow.
Yeah,
Pick a yellow.
A yellow that's not very saturated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I remember they weren't super comfortable, and after you wash them a few times, it did that thing where like the letters get a little hard.
Oh yeah. Even though they were comfort color shirts, which are supposed to have comfort.
Yeah,
I
I guess they were a lower
lower
design,
comfort color.
lower quality color comfort.
So he says most of the shirts earn their spot on this list by what they do or don't say. However, this shirt could literally say anything and remain one of the worst shirts I've ever worn. This shirt slides easily into second place by virtue of its fit, its color, and that awful V-neck. I'm a medium man, but like most other guys, I can comfortably wear anything small to large. I could not wear a small shirt.
I might be able to fit
I wear
into
like
small.
XL shirts. Except this shirt. This medium was so tight it stuck to my body like a silicon, not silicone. There's a difference. Silicone-free glove. I feel like, aren't silicone-free gloves? Are the gloves silicone-free or silicone-free?
No clue. We'll say they're both.
Yeah, well, I'll put a little overlay thing in the video for you all. It clears it up.
Yeah.
So a silicone-free glove over a sweaty hand. That's actually a really good analogy.
Yeah, it is, and it
Stuck to
sounds
his body.
disgusting, and I can feel it too. Like
Yeah.
whenever you're doing a lab in
Yeah.
science.
Speaking of sweat, a light gray shirt doesn't mix well with the capture the flag game we played in 90+ degrees
Ooh.
for 2 hours. Oh my gosh.
I mean, better than this year's retreat. No offense to anyone who did it, but they had the unfortunate.
Oh yeah, it was raining the whole time.
Yeah, but still, I don't know if I'd. It seems like they're two extremes, that getting stuck inside and having all your planned activities rained out, or having a planned activity which is capture the flag for 2 hours in a silicone glove.
I can't imagine playing capture the flag for 2 hours. Like that, it would just get old.
Yeah, I don't understand. At some point,
Even if you only play like twice, it's like.
And where would you play? And the question is, where did you play it? Because like,
Yeah.
there could be some fun spots where like 2 hours wouldn't seem that long.
Yeah.
But from the article, I imagine they were just in a large field. They're playing like elementary PE capture the flag with the chicken prominently
Capture the chicken.
displayed on
Oh
a
my
cone.
gosh. Yeah, and like 90-degree weather. Like the hot weather would make it even worse. if
Oh
you're
yeah,
doing
it
for
just
2
sounds
hours.
like a not great time altogether, especially if you have a silicone-free shirt.
Yes. And he said, and do I even have to say anything about the extra deep V-neck, which you can't really tell that it's that bad in this picture.
But you
because
can
it's not
imagine.
being worn. Yeah. All right. Third and final. Okay. This thing is one to. Okay. Third and final. I remember seeing people wear these.
Which one?
The Dijon mustard carnival.
Oh, the student carnival one.
That's this year.
Oh yeah, that would be this year.
The
I remember
student
those.
carnival. Did you say student carnival?
I said senior.
Okay, I thought you said student
Yeah,
carnival.
student carnival. We all put on the carnival for no one.
Yes.
The teachers get to come and have fun.
Teachers, would you like that if we
Yeah.
just did a student carnival and the teachers get to have fun would you even have fun on
Yeah.
floaty bouncy rides or whatever?
I say we do it. I say,
We
I
should.
say, open letter to teachers. If you want it, we're gonna start a petition.
We're doing that. Well, probably not doing that, but we're.
But if we can get it, we're definitely doing it.
They
Okay.
wouldn't take school time away to do that. It would have to be like after school, and even then,
If we got enough teachers on our side, we could take school time.
I don't think
I
that's
definitely.
possible.
Oh, you underestimate the power.
The
So-
power of the petition. He says, so these are, I guess, yeah, that's what the mustard was, because they are pretty similar colors.
They were pretty mustardy.
He says, I love, and then love is crossed out. And he says, I don't hate the design of this t-shirt, and I love the color yellow, but, like, why? This shirt earns its spot by fault of no one in particular. The student government of class of 2018 has very aggressively reassured me that the color they chose was not the color that arrived. But alas, here we are, stuck with this mustard mess. This reached a disastrous climax when the sea of mustard blobs flooded the great lawn for the senior carnival itself. Side note, the flag at the top says 2017, but according to the last 2 years, it should say 2018. The flag at the top? The picture's too low quality to see, but I guess it says 2017.
Which would make no sense.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, according to the last, because Senior Carnival was in 2017, but I guess according to the last 2 years,
They
like
would
last
be-
year's probably said 2017, just because they graduated in 2017. So this one should say 2018, but it
Probably, but I mean, it's not a huge design flaw. Along with the if the color was a mistake, then that's understandable, and the design isn't half bad. I just remember a lot of people wearing overalls, and it reminded me of Minions,
doesn't. Yes, Minion.
and unintentionally
I didn't
so.
even think about that.
But I look across
Yeah,
the Great
there's
Lawn,
just
and there are
Minions everywhere.
there are jeans and overalls being worn. I'm like,
Oh,
this is a sea of Minions.
what do you think our color is gonna be?
I don't know.
2020.
Hopefully not Minion colored.
Will Minions even? Do you think they'll come out with any more Despicable Me movies, or Minion related? Are they gonna make Minions 2? That's the question.
Most definitely. I mean, I can almost assure you, they grossed a lot of money.
They did,
Yeah, they made because they make such cheap movies. The company who does it,
and they
that-
don't need to have character design for the Minions.
Yeah.
They're all the same, just with different amounts of eyes.
Yeah, let's see, Minions. Okay, so their
Minions
budget
2?
was an estimated $74 million.
That's not cheaply made.
Compared to some.
There
like,
are some that are like $1 million though.
Yes, but if you look at any Disney animated movie, animated
yeah,
movies
that's
are
true.
more
Yeah.
expensive. Any Disney movie, it doubles to triples the budget of this.
Yeah.
And on the opening weekend, they made $115,200,000.
How did they make a profit on the opening weekend of the Minions movie?
Because kids like Minions, and then
I don't like Minions.
gross worldwide. Let's just say worldwide.
Worldwide,
One
yes.
billion.
Oh my god.
163,534,901 dollars.
I mean, honestly, if it was a better movie, they could have made a lot more than that. But
Oh, definitely. Can you guess, out of all the dollars spent, how much did the U.S.?
all the dollars.
Out of that
made, you
1
mean?
billion.
All the dollars made, you mean?
Yeah, all the dollars grossed. Out of that 1
Um,
billion, how much do you think the U.S. put into that?
See, okay, I'm not trying to be like racist or anything, but I know people in Asian countries really like Minions, and just like that whole like animated like wacky character kind of thing. Or at least in my experience, there were a few Korean students 8th grade year that really liked Minions.
Yeah, and I've seen a whole bunch of.
Yeah.
They
if
have
you
a
go
whole-
there, they just like storefronts just have Minions and
Yeah,
stuff.
they have Minion like. They have we have Universal down in Orlando.
Mhm.
They part of their
Do they just have Minion Land?
part of their Universal is Minion Land.
Really?
Yeah, I mean we have in down in Universal
We have
there's a little bit of
Despicable Me
Minion.
thing.
What?
Is ours like Despicable Me, but then it also
We
has
have a
Minions?
Despicable Me part, but it's mostly a Minions ride.
Yeah.
I remember it for its terrible CG. It was like one of those like rides that you get in and you put on the 3D glasses
Oh.
and it moves you around. And you're supposed to
Oh,
pretend
God.
like you're going on a track,
Oh,
when in
that's-
reality
that's-
it's not at all. And the CG on the screen was terrible. I remember it for its poor quality and general unfun nature.
Wow. Okay, so how much, you said, how many billion?
1 billion, $100 million overall. That's about it.
So 1.1 billion.
Yeah, 1.1 billion.
My reason for saying the thing about Asian countries really liking Minions is because I'm going to guess that the majority of it came from not the U.S.
You would be correct in that.
Was it 350 million in the U.S.?
Oh, so close. 336 million.
Oh, well, that was a good guess.
Yeah, you were real close.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I didn't think many people would like it in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, most of that
well,
probably
not
came
as
from...
many people.
That's true. Most of that probably came from children and parents going with their children.
Or I guess if you think about it, the U.S. is one out of countless countries, so one country brought in like a quarter of the profit. So maybe that is a lot. I don't know.
That is true. Okay, in comparison to the budget to the Minions movie, Moana, let's see, 150 million.
And the Minions movie was 70-something
Yeah.
trillion. Million.
Yeah, 70-something trillion. So most animated movies...
You said trillion.
I did.
Yeah.
Most animated movies take about double.
Yeah. Double, like... Yeah.
Double the amount.
Okay, well, we went on a little Minions rant there.
Yeah, we did.
For better or for worse. Do you agree with this list of T-shirts? Have any T-shirts that you hate more? Probably. Let us know in the comments section that we definitely have. Hey, we have a comments section. Let us know what this is like.
They might have a comment section. Scroll down.
They don't. He was being sarcastic.
Oh, he was being sarcastic.
This is like a blog thing. There's no comments.
Okay. Well, we do. Yes, you're right. We do, in fact, have a comment section.
SoundCloud and YouTube.
So if there is a shirt that you hate more, send in something. I don't know. Put something in the comment section. I don't know. Maybe you can reach us with a photo of it and we can address it on the next episode, but maybe not. Who knows? We don't know. This is the first episode. Continuity may be thin.
Comment down below if you saw the Minions movie. Like unironically, well, even ironically, just if you saw it at all.
Yeah.
We were on a band trip and I watched it on my iPad Mini.
I watched about 5 minutes of it, and throughout my little brother's watching it, I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Also, comment if you've seen the Emoji Movie.
Oh gosh, that's a whole nother topic. We've been recording for 40 minutes, and
we could probably have enough.
Yeah, we could have another 40 minutes
on
just the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, we could, but let's just say we'll save our Emoji Movie rant for later. Just
Yes.
comment if you've seen it in general.
Yep, do that. Are you looking at the camera?
I am looking.
Are
at
you
the
in
camera.
the shot? I don't know. You're leaning back. I don't know if you're in the shot.
Oh.
You
I hope I was in the shot. I hope I wasn't out of the shot for the entire thing.
I mean, I think I'm in the shot. GoPros have pretty wide views. There's even a wider view that you can do, and it looks weird because there's like a fisheye effect, but like only on the sides. There's also like super wide, and it's weird for like action shots.
Okay, well, like and subscribe.
Yeah, do that. Are we done talking?
I think so.
Is this the outro?
Yeah.
Are we doing outros?
It just put me going
Right now?
like and subscribe and then freeze frame on that and put like a really bad PowerPoint like dissolve effect on it.
And then just cut back into us talking like this again.
Yeah.
All right.
Say like, is that
do.
the outro? Yeah. So I think that's good.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna look for some music to put for the intro and outro.
We can
but
just make an Apple Music loop.
Eventually, we're getting some people to do it, but they're busy, so we're trying to get some jazzy music for the intro and outro. So we went through two of the articles. What is Cool Beans?
Cool Beans?
Cool Beans article by Riley H. I think it's about... Who is this about? What? Okay, the Cool Beans title I don't think has anything to do with it.
Okay, well that's unfun.
Go read it though. It looks like it's good. It's about... I'll read the first thing. I personally just witnessed a humbling experience this past week as my aunt Erin Hogan decided to donate her kidney. Oh, cool. Kidneys look like
kidney
beans.
beans.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Donated her kidney to a complete stranger who she'd not met. Shouldn't that be whom she had not met?
Maybe.
I don't know. We're in an English classroom. We should know this. But
who and whom is similar to the
know.
affect and effect in which...
Well, no, because affect and effect, affect is a verb and effect is a noun.
Yes.
But like who and whom, they're the same.
Yes, but they're similar in that most people don't really know the difference, and you can probably get around using them. And even if you use them incorrectly, most people will be fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, except English teachers.
That's true.
Who she'd not met and whose name she still does not even know. Oh, she still doesn't know the name. This idea struck Erin as she was scrolling through Facebook and came across a post made by my family's very close friend, Natalie Dale. And if you want to find out what happens next, read my book.
Cool
this
beans.
Article. Cool beans. Book talks. We have so much stuff. I thought this would be hard, but we've just been talking.
Yeah, it's really easy, especially when you get into the stuff that lots of Cal kids understand, such as book talks.
Book talks. Everyone does them.
Yeah.
Everyone that has gone here.
I guess there are some people who don't know what book talks are, and be thankful for that.
You should be glad that you don't know what
book talks, book chats.
Book chat. But I don't. What do you think was worse? I think book talks.
Book,
like if you did them both at the same age, which one would be worse?
Same age, book chat. No, book talks.
Really?
Book talk, because you got to get the costume and everything.
Because I feel like
it was a whole lot more work.
Yeah,
whereas book chats, I just winged it every time.
Yeah. I feel like generally, for most of the stress that's caused for book talks, it's you're young, so you think little stuff is really big for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I asked the question about age, but I guess it would, book talks would probably still be worse, even at the same age.
Just the work versus the reward, that's part of your library grade.
Library grade. Do they still? I think they still do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares about your library grade? No college is gonna ask you. So what was your 5th grade library grade? As a side note, I never turned my books into the library, so my
kept us from getting the gold star.
Yeah, my class never got the gold star. You were in my class quite a bit.
I think we got it once.
Yeah, it was a big moment.
Now library class is a lot different. They all have Chromebooks that are on there. It's weird. They still have those square tables that they sit at, but now they have Chromebooks that are on there. Yeah.
AR tests?
I don't they just have laptops. And I don't know what they do on them.
Maybe AR tests.
Yeah, but
they're also
still have the desktop computers.
Remember, that's
too.
also the class that you did the animal report on.
Yeah, but every time I walk walk past the window, they're almost always on their laptops, and it's what are they doing? I wish I could have done that.
That's
and then
true.
they have I think that's where robotics, the robotics table thing is in there now instead of in Miss Daniel's room, middle school computer teacher.
Oh yeah, the robotics.
I was on the robotics team for 1 year, and then I didn't really like it that much. I think this high school robotics would be better because middle school robotics you had to do the robot and build it and program it for the stuff and all that, but then you also had to completely separately come up with some technology oriented way of helping people, or at least that was our topic for that year, and you had to make a presentation and stuff, and we had to do all that.
I'm curious.
I don't think high school does that.
We should get somebody or part of the
I know
robotics team.
Brian Yang does robotics,
so
I wanted to have him on there.
Yeah, we'll get somebody the robotics team. We should get the lesser known things of Cal.
Yeah.
We should
bowling team, archery team.
Well, I think bowling team's actually larger than it's grown.
But archery team
isn't that new this year?
I think so. I hadn't heard of it before.
As well, there are probably plenty of clubs no one's really heard about.
Yeah. The podcast club, because
it's new and no one
at the time of recording, very few people know about it. and this is the first episode. So.
Okay. Well, we should probably end at some point.
Let's do that. All right. Thanks for watching/listening. Well, actually, I think hopefully we'll get them to put it on the announcements, right? Like so they can.
Yeah, announcements.
And then also, hey, Centurion Voice, we read some of your articles. You want to make an article on us?
That would be nice.
Pretty neat.
Just a double just a kind of an equal opportunity.
And then we read it.
Symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and then we read it, and then they can make an article about how we read their article on here.
Yeah, and it's just,
and
it
then
perpetuates.
it perpetuates, and we just never
And we never run out of topics.
Yeah, we never run out of
We
content.
always have something to talk about.
Even if we do a special short episode.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like we're stalling to end it because I'm not sure how to end this.
Me neither. Well, I'm sure you could patch things together and it would look like we're really good at ending things.
Well,
I did the like and subscribe thing, and then you could dissolve that.
Yeah.
And
should
then
we do like a.
And then you could go, wait. So how do we end this?
Do some PewDiePie.
No, don't put that in
not.
there. I think we dissolve it, and then you said I think we're stalling because we don't know how to end this, and then that's where it ends.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
Well, actually like and subscribe. You don't have to like. I don't really care. It doesn't do much. We're not monetized, so.
Are we not?
No. I made the YouTube channel yesterday, and there's 0 subscribers.
We should definitely be monetized. Get us monetized.
Yeah, get a bunch of subscribers.
Good. We are sponsored by Audible.com. That is funny too. 5 people.
We should get within Cal sponsors.
That is true. Maybe not monetary sponsors,
Yeah,
but
just
like a once a week hey, we're sponsored by the Choco Club or
sponsored by the Smash Brothers Club. Do they still do that?
They do.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Miss Littner. She's actually legitimately our sponsor.
That is
so
true.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
I know you're proud of us.
Yeah, we finished one.
We did it.
Well, not yet. You still have to edit it.
Well, we finished. I haven't finished, but we finished.
Yes, I'm done with my part of the work.
So,
okay.
Thanks for listening on SoundCloud. If you're on SoundCloud, we also have YouTube. If you're on YouTube, we also have SoundCloud. And
vice versa. Well,
maybe I'll find another place to host it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as we start making more episodes, we could probably easily get iTunes or something like that. Though, it's
well,
not
iTunes. I read the thing. iTunes is actually you don't upload your podcast to iTunes. iTunes, the podcast app or whatever, is just basically a place. It collects all of them and routes them to one app.
Oh, really?
So you could have a podcast that's on some random website, and if they're registered with iTunes or however you do that, then it can be accessed on the iTunes podcast.
Because I've heard there are other places. I don't know if we'd want to put it on a different website just because. Who wants to listen to 2 people talk about a school they've never been to?
I don't know. How many people do this? Are there any other schools that do podcasts like this?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's the United States. There's hundreds of millions of people. There's probably
another school, but
not in Kentucky.
That's true. Well, we don't actually know that.
Hopefully not in Kentucky.
We just know not in Christian Academy.
Yes, not in the history of Christian Academy.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
So there's the video.